Kelly Ripa has best reaction to a celeb who was gossiping about other stars on plane. She's Kelly Ripa, air gossip controller. The Live with Kelly and Mark co-host recalled having to check the altitude of a fellow celeb on a flight who got a little carried away while chatting on a phone about other stars. Not far from where the TV personality was seated with her and Mark Consuelo's son Joaquin, 21. A famous person got on the plane and said famous person was shouting into their phone about other famous people. Kelly told her husband on their show May 9th. And I sort of reached over and Joaquin was like, "Mom, what are you doing?" And I sort of slapped at this person. Not slapped, she clarified. I just tried to reach them. And the famous person turned around and was like, "Oh, hi." And I was like, "You were shouting." And famous person went, "Oh my God. Oh my God, thank you." Mark, with whom he also shares son Michael, 26, and daughter Lola, 22, then asked what everyone was thinking, was it good dish? But as Kelly noted, it was just dish. The entire situation, however, posed a moral dilemma for the 53-year-old. It was like the angel and the devil on your shoulder, she said. The devil was like, "Let them keep going. You want to hear the end of this story." And then the angel was like, "But it's not right and it's none of our business. It's none of any of our businesses. Save him now. Let him go. Let's see if he brings your name up. What other people think of you is none of your business. Tell him to be quiet." Set a good example for Joaquin. The hell with Joaquin. She continued, all of that was happening. But it happened in 3 seconds. It happened very quickly and I was like, SHH, SHH, SHH. Everybody's listening to you. But that unidentified person is not the only celeb to divulge TMI. Read on to find out the wildest celebrity confessions over the years. Kim Kardashian reveals how she honored Grandma MJ during sex with Pete Davidson. Grandma knows best. Kim Kardashian got candid about how her grandma Mary Jo MJ Campbell influenced one intimate moment between her and then boyfriend Pete Davidson during an October 2022 episode of The Kardashians. "Pete and I were staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel last weekend, and we were sitting in front of the fireplace, just talking for hours," the Skims founder recounted to MJ, mom Kris Jenner and sister Khloe Kardashian. "And I was like, my grandma told me that you really live life when you have sex in front of the fireplace. And so, we had sex in front of the fireplace in honor of you." Grandma's reaction. A nod of approval. "How creepy to think about your grandma before you have sex," Kim said, to which MJ replied, "I know, but I was younger once." Mila Kunis reveals why she and Ashton Kutcher keep bathrooms doors open at home. The love shared in Mila Kunis and husband Ashton Kutcher's tight-knit family, which includes 8-year-old daughter Wyatt and 6-year-old son Dimitri, knows no boundaries. So much so, that the Black Swan actress revealed they keep an open-door policy at home. That includes the bathroom, she told E! News in September 2022. "It's just one of those where, for better or for worse, as a family and the kids have all kind of embodied bodily function as a very standard norm." Mila said she arrived at the decision after her family kept knocking on the door and asking to come in, which prompted her to oblige. "I was like, oh, forget it. Just keep the door open." Pre-kids, she might not have imagined she'd flushed that particular boundary away. She added, "I'd never thought that I would be the person that was able to go to the bathroom with the door open." Joy Behar admits she's had sex with a few ghosts. Ghouls just want to have fun. As the View panelists were reviewing footage about a woman who alleged she had sexual ghosts in her home, Sarah Haynes asked the group an important question during an October 2022 episode. If you have sex with a ghost, can you get pregnant? Fortunately for her, co-host Joy Behar had an answer, adding, "I've had sex with a few ghosts and never got pregnant. I'm just gonna let that ride," Whoopi Goldberg said in response. I don't know how many of you just heard what Joy just said, but I'm going to let it ride. Jenna Bush Hager explains why she doesn't use underwear. Jenna Bush Hager and Hoda Kotb are thick as thieves, though there is one thing Hoda didn't know about her Today co-host. When the pair were getting ready for an episode of Today with Hoda and Jenna, Hoda discovered Jenna perpetually goes commando. "We both had to change before the show and we were like, oh, we have to go back into the changing room," Hoda said during a November 2022 episode of Today with Hoda and Jenna. "But then I noticed, Jenna never wears underwear." Jenna's rationale. "Well, no underwear might just be more convenient to her. I think it makes a more pretty silhouette," she said. "I also think you don't have to pack as much. There are a lot of pros to it." Britney Spears reveals she has no idea who Pete Davidson and Scott Disick are. Looks like someone hasn't been keeping up. Britney Spears found herself embracing Keke Palmer's viral saying he could be walking down the street. "I wouldn't know a thing," when she admitted she didn't know who Pete Davidson and Scott Disick were. Reposting a humorous March video of Pete, who was then dating Kim Kardashian, and Kourtney Kardashian's ex Scott enjoying a boys' night, to her Instagram, Britney said the two of them had her cracking up. "Sorry, had to repost this," Britney wrote in the since-deleted post. "No idea who these people in the video are, but it made me laugh so hard." Jana Kramer explains why asparagus pea might have led to a breakup with Chris Evans. Back before the world knew Chris Evans as Captain America and People's Sexiest Man Alive of 2022, Jana Kramer knew him as the heartthrob, cutie she went on a few dates with. It happened more than a decade ago, the singer revealed on her Wind Down with Jana Kramer podcast in November, and though she can't remember how many dates it was, she does recall their last encounter. Jana, then about 26 years old, said Chris invited her over to his house while he had friends in town from Boston. The last interaction that I remember is him going into the bathroom after I just went with asparagus pee, Jana remembered, referencing the veg's tendency to give urine a very distinct scent. We didn't hook up that night. He stayed up late with his friends and then the morning I did the asparagus walk of shame out of his house. She added, I never heard from him again. Former Grey's Anatomy writer Elizabeth Finch reveals she lied about having cancer. Not all of these confessions are amusing. 8 years after sharing in an Elle article that she had been battling a rare type of bone cancer, her fake diagnosis even inspiring a storyline on Grey's Anatomy, show writer Elizabeth Finch admitted in December it was all a ruse. I told a lie when I was 34 years old and it was the biggest mistake of my life. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger and got buried deeper and deeper inside me, Elizabeth told the Ankler newsletter Deck. 7, adding, I've never had any form of cancer. Summed up Finch, who was placed on administrative leave from the ABC medical drama before eventually resigning, said, what I did was wrong. Not okay. Kid up. All the words, Kim Kardashian admits, and then double downs on, why she would eat poop to look younger. Beauty is pain, but Kim Kardashian might be able to stomach it. Telling the New York Times the lengths she would go to for a more youthful appearance, the reality star cracked that she was willing to try just about anything. If you told me that I literally had to eat poop every single day and I would look younger, I might, she said in June. I just might. In a July 2022 interview with Allure, Kim said she was kind of joking about the comment, though the idea didn't seem too terrible. But now that I think about it, Kim added, I would probably eat tea if someone told me, if you eat this bowl of poop every single day, you'll look younger. How much could she make room for? Maybe just a bite, she told the outlet. I don't think I can do a whole bowl.